to Lake Victoria. Uko kwa hoteli ama?
Natengeneza kitu nzuri narudi tu hivyo alafu napaka.
Alright. Acha ni. So kwako ni wapi, niweka wapi? And you know what? Just like that, we are in Kisumu County. This is Kisumu. Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Teaching and Referral Hospital. This is the main road that goes to Kisumu town. We are in Kisumu. And you know what? Just like that, we are in Kisumu County. This is Kisumu. Jaramogi Oginga Odinga Teaching and Referral Hospital. This is the main road that goes to Kisumu town. We are in Kisumu. Yeah, finally we are in Kisumu town. Heading ourselves to Lake Victoria. Haha, this never gets better. Oof. Finally we are in Kisumu. Finally we are in Kisumu. Oasis Dr. Staza Kisumu. Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. We are now in the rural county of Kisumu. And let's see what happens. Soda! Welcome to Kisumu County. We are now in Kisumu City. This is the third largest city in Kenya after Nairobi and Mombasa, and it is the second largest city in the Lake region of Lake Victoria after Kampala. So Kisumu is slightly smaller than Kampala city, which is considered the biggest city around the Lake region. The city itself, where we are right now, has a population of slightly over 600,000 people. People who spend time here, people who do their businesses here, people who live here. But the metro region, which includes the areas of Maseno and Ahelo, on your way out of the city, has a population of slightly over 1.1 million. Right? 1.1 million. So it's a big region with a lot of people, but it is not so densely populated. The area is so huge. And this is according to the recent statistics of 2019. You know, in Kenya, we always have census every 10 years. So the recent ones were done in 2019, and these are the details that we have, and they are done by the government body we call Kenya National Bureau of Statistics. Apart from being a very important political hub in Kenya, it is a premier industrial and also commercial area. Kisumu has a lot of businesses going on, huge businesses. As you run around the city, you're gonna see a lot of banks, a lot of car dealerships, a lot of industries, a lot of companies. There is a lot of manufacturing and assembly of stuff going on here. Something else that makes Kisumu very, very incredibly beautiful is that it is an intellectual hub. And this is what I mean. We have the largest number of PhDs in Kenya coming from Kisumu. These people don't play around with education. Education here is not to be played around with. A lot of PhDs, and remember in Kenya, we have around 6,000 individuals with PhDs. 6,000 only. PhD levels are highest levels in education, and a lot of Kenyans do not really go to those levels. We have a lot of degrees in bachelor and masters. We have a lot of diplomas and college certificates. But when it comes to PhDs, they are around only 6,000, I believe so. 6,000 only. And a lot of them are coming from Ruo Nyanza. Don't play around with these people of Kisumu. They love education. This place is very clean, as you can see. The streets are very clean. Very, very, very clean. It is one of the cleanest cities in Kenya. And not only in Kenya, I believe in East Africa, Kisumu ranks somewhere in terms of clean cities. You don't see heaps of garbage thrown all over. It is not like Nairobi. Nairobi is just disgusting, especially when you go downtown to those streets of downtown, Tom Mboya or Nadgara. You see, those streets just look horrible. Open water trenches with sewer water. A lot of things, potholes, roads are horrible. Nairobi has for some time been neglected. So when it comes to Kisumu, Kisumu looks beautiful. And something else that you're going to notice just watching the video is that Kisumu doesn't have a lot of tall buildings. People here do not construct very, very tall buildings. Even the capital center, Kisumu City, you don't see a lot of tall buildings. Mostly 3rd to 4th floor is enough. But when you come to Nairobi, you're gonna see 15 floors, 10 floors. Buildings are so tall in Nairobi, but in Kisumu, very, very short buildings. Actually, in the main town, you see a lot of buildings with only 1 floor on top. And people are very comfortable here. Very, very comfortable here. Victoria finally it's here. Lake Victoria. Let's continue moving. Kwa sana.
Sirudi hivi alafu basi pale hivi. Hapa hivi.
Kwa hoteli yamo?
Natengeneza kitu nzuri narudi hivi alafu napaka pale.
Alright. Acha ni. So kwako ni wapi, niweka wapi? Weka tu hapa. Natoka mbali sana. Karibu Turukana. Mbali sana. Natoka karibu Rondo.
Karibu na Rondo.
Mko aje?
Poa sana.
So huku mtu anakula nini?
Samaki na ugali ama chips.
Hapa. Sasa nikae hapo.
Nitakufanya 10-15 na ugali. Hii kichoma mzuri. Unamaliza hii ndio
kama hataki ugali na nini samaki alafu nisije kununua.
Chips. Kama mboga ya kienyeji.
Mboga ya kienyeji bila ugali samaki.
Samaki
bila ugali.
Bila ugali.
Nimependa bila ugali. Bila ugali nitaanza kusinzia huko na mimi.
Sawa. Na ikiwa wet ama dry?
Dry ni that bike is now heavy as hell. Lot of cargo. Oh, stuff. Woo. Okay. Let's now explore Kisumu. Let us see what Kisumu is offering now. Ooh. County. Lake Victoria. Lake Victoria.
Culturally, Kisumu serves as the center of the rural people. This is where a lot of cultural activities involving the Luo communities happen. And you want to remember that this town was established long ago in the years of 1911, I believe, around 1911, by the British colonists, and it was under the name Port Florence. Yeah, Port Florence. So you might look at the history of this town and find these names. Don't get confused. Port Florence was Kisumu. It used to be a city, and now it is a county among the 47 counties in Kenya. According to the United Nations, Kisumu is now recognized as a key city and a millennium city, the first of its kind, especially when considered among other cities in East Africa. There is so much that goes on here, politically, culturally, and also business-wise. This is a very beautiful town. Mostly it is occupied by the people of the rural community, but because it is a city, you are going to find a lot of other communities here, including the Somalis, the Indians. There are so many here, especially now the Somalis. There are so many here, just here to do their business. You're sort of gonna find the Kikuyu community. We have people from the central Kenya having their businesses established here, and a lot of other people, including the Asians, the Indians, they're here. You need to know that being a city among the 5 cities in Kenya, it is bound to attract people from all corners. One thing I love about this place is the calmness and the peace that you find around. But there is a problem. It is only peaceful until something happens in Kenya politically. This happens to be the worst town you can ever be in when there is something political going on in Kenya. Whether it is an election, whether it is a court case that involves politicians, whatever is going on politically in Kenya, if you don't belong to this town, you shouldn't be around here, because it becomes one of the worst places you can ever be as a human being. A lot of chaos. There is that spirit of demonstrations and riots that roam around here. People love demonstrations. But any other time there is nothing politically going on, Kisumu people are going to be the best people you can find. Very beautiful women, very welcoming. You find people are doing their own business, nobody is bothering nobody. Yeah, the streets are beautiful, the lake is beautiful. You can just run around and have some food. Whatever you want to eat, they have it here, especially when it comes to fish. They know how to cook, they know how to fish, they know how to do a lot of stuff. And also business-wise, Kisumu people are very clever in business. The only challenge is the political turmoils. When it comes to politics, this place is not the best. But any other time, Kisumu happens to be a very calm and beautiful place. We also have an international airport here. Yeah, we have an international airport here. So some people would want to land from abroad straight home, so they choose the planes that are delivering people to the city. So if you're coming from UK, you're coming from some other place, and there is an option of taking a flight that lands in Kisumu International Airport, then people choose to go straight home. And one thing you're going to realize is that people in Kisumu love luxury. They love luxury. You listen to stories that these people tell you, they talk about big things. There is that pride of being a Luo, and they associate being a Luo with expensive things. Here, people don't just play around. When they are discussing lifestyle, they discuss real stuff. Someone from this place would choose to fly from Nairobi city to Kisumu instead of taking the road. They don't care how much it is going to cost them. As long as they land in Kisumu in a plane, that means a lot for them. There is a lot of luxury in Kisumu. You may look at this town and think it's just a normal town, it's just another small town somewhere, but people here love luxury.
International Airport and it is raining. Woo! I think it is time I get my jacket on. This is no longer funny. No longer funny. Time to get my jacket on. This is Kisumu International Airport. Let me get this thing right. Come on! It's taking so long. Taking so long, my man. Come on, come on, come on. Woo! guys.